on the other side of the wall. When we bought our first home, life felt perfect. A small house, kind neighbors, peace, everything was just the way we wanted it. Then one day, life handed us a better opportunity. Our neighbors decided to sell their larger house, complete with a garage, driveway, and extra comforts. Without thinking twice, we bought it, and put our old house, right next door, up for sale. That was the moment everything started to change. At first, the new neighbors seemed completely normal. A quiet Polish couple, polite but reserved. But soon, strange things began happening. Loud banging in the middle of the night. Sudden blasts of music through the walls. It felt like there was another world operating right next to us. We ignored it. That was our first mistake. One day, we noticed our neighbor's car was badly damaged on both sides. When we asked about it, he gave a strange explanation, one that didn't quite make sense. Still, we chose to believe him. Then one evening, around 6 p.m., he called us in a panic. "Someone is outside turning my cameras away, please check." We stepped outside, and sure enough, 2 men were breaking into his house. We called the police immediately. But by the time they arrived, the men were gone. Strangely, nothing had been stolen. A week later, chaos erupted again. The neighbor's car came speeding through our front yard, crashing straight into his own front door. 2 men jumped out and started loading expensive electronics into the car, TVs, speakers, and more. This time, the police arrived quickly. But what happened next was even more shocking. One of the men claimed to be our neighbor, using his exact name. The difference? He spoke fluent Dutch. Our actual neighbor had never spoken a single word of it. The men tried to escape but were eventually caught. A third suspect was pulled out from inside the house. While we were still processing everything, our doorbell rang. We opened the door, and there he was, the real neighbor. Covered in blood, his face swollen, one eye shut, his arm injured. He didn't look human anymore, just broken. He refused to talk to the police. But later that night, he came back, shaking. "I cheated on my wife, she's trying to have me killed." He begged us to let him stay. We refused. That same night, around 1 a.m., our dog began growling. We checked the camera. He was back, standing at our door. We sat in silence, watching from the darkness. Then suddenly, a car turned onto the street. He panicked and hid behind our cars. The car stopped. His wife stepped out. She saw him, and let out a chilling scream, filled with pain, anger, and grief. Eventually, they both got into the car and drove away. We never saw them together again. But the story doesn't end there. Years later, in a different house, another room, another window, a teenage girl began feeling like someone was watching her. At first, it was just sounds. Then breathing. Then a shadow. She convinced herself it was all in her head. Until one night, her father saw it too. A man, standing outside her window. For years, silently watching. And maybe the scariest part isn't that someone was there. It's how long he had been there. Without anyone ever knowing.